My name is Mihn and I am in the Masters of Social Work. My concentration is leadership and social change. I had a job with Business Career Services. For 9.5 years, I was in managing the career fairs. But on the back of my mind, I always wanted to go back to work on my master's degree. What really anchored my decision was of my being biracial. I was born during the Vietnam War, 1968. My mother told me the day that she went into labor, that I came to the war. It was the day when there was history book that it was called the Date Offensive. There was bombing and soldiers get hurt, civilians get hurt. And my mom was looking for shelter, looking for a hospital because she was in labor. Troops left Vietnam to go back to the United States was April 30th, 1975. I was 7 years old at that time. But slowly in school, my sister and I were bullied, just brutally, physical. They were throwing rocks at us, calling us names, and we didn't understand. I didn't understand what all that meant. And when I came home asking my mother, why are these kids and even teachers calling me names? And my mom had to sit me down and explain to me that because you're not 100% Vietnamese, you are biracial. Your father was an American soldier, and when the war ended, he went back. And she was doing her best to fight for me. And she was a single mom, and slowly I had to learn how to do that myself. And it getting to the point where she realized that I wasn't happy because if I get older, I may be pulled away from school and put into the military fighting the neighbor, the Laos, and there was another war going on. So she found a way to get my sister and I escape Vietnam. We were in the boat. Unfortunately, the first night we came out, we get hit by the storm. We get in at night, and like a few hours later, we get hit by the storm. And a lot of screaming and crying and panic. The storm knocked down huge nets of food that they packed just in case for us to eat. Everything was gone. And the captain was in the back, he was knocked off as well. So we drifted aimlessly for 10 days. 27 children died. My sister and I were the only 2 kids that survived. By the time we get to the United States was June 1983. I was 15 and my sister was 12 years old. And so we stay in this facility in Peoria where they house underage minors so they can find either a family to adopt you or foster you. And we were very fortunate to have my foster parents who are still my parents today. My foster mom and dad are from Champaign, and my dad is a retired professor in ACES. So that stemmed from there. That was slowly made the decision, social work is what I wanted to do. It's very versatile. You can do so much. I can volunteer, I can write policy, I can see something that's not working well, and we find a way to make the change. So when I chose this concentration, I think it was perfect for exactly what I was looking for. And so I went to the open house. Listening to what the program would do, I just knew it was the right one, and I'm in the right place totally.